woke up maybe about an hour ago, and I'm over here washing wigs for my bombshells. I do enjoy washing wigs. It's very, very therapeutic. I just hate, like, some of the companies that I work with, they don't, you know, they'll customize the wig and stuff and make it really, really pretty, but I noticed that they don't necessarily treat the hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if they spray some type of chemical or something on the hair before they ship it over here to protect it, or, you know, from having insects or whatever on it, but the smell is pungent. Girl, I might have to call in the big boys. I might have to wash I might have to use some fabric softener or something on this one. Hey girls. Okay, I don't know what this light is giving, but girl, oh y'all, don't judge me, but I am just unpacking. So I got back late Friday night and it's Monday, but I've been over here washing wigs, getting the wigs ready for the girls, the bombshells. So I'm doing that. And y'all, why did they go through my luggage? I have my sunglasses in like this case. Y'all, they didn't even put my sunglasses back in the case. So when I opened it, it's just clothes and stuff just laying all on top of the glasses. They could have broke. Not that they're valuable or anything, but I just thought if they go through your stuff and they don't find anything, they just put stuff back. I didn't know that they just leave your suitcase a freaking mess. And I don't know how to prevent that. I guess they just randomly check stuff. Maybe they thought they saw something, and that's why they opened it. But anyway, and also every time I go to the airport, I'm always the one that they want to check. So for the most part, I always have those silicone things in my bra just to give me some coverage, and I don't get attention and stuff that I don't want. Girl, they pulled me over at the airport and I had to be the one to be checked. And then I was like, girl, I hope they don't take me back in this room and tell me to take my wig off and my bra off, because baby, they gonna really be judging. I'm gonna stop complaining, girls. But I would like to say thank you guys so much for like your support. Y'all are loving the dental series, and I'm so glad I did it. And I just want to say thank you, and for all of your support, all of the messages. I still haven't had an opportunity to answer everything because I released the last episode of the series today. I really would love for this to bring more travel opportunities. So if there is anyone from Delta, United, Southwest, American Airlines, and you would like for me to be a spokesperson or even a brand ambassador, please feel free to hit me up at ROCHELLE@gmail.com. Yeah. But anyway, I'm back, girl. Y'all see I'm back to my old self, baby. We back with the shenanigans. I was telling y'all about some of the girls, the young girls that we were hanging out with, and it was just like, you know, like little girls, like little 17-year-old girls and 12-year-old girls, they are so impressionable. And I just learned, like, y'all, they be saying stuff and a lot of times they don't know what it means. Like this one little girl, my best friend from high school, is her little niece, and she was saying her and this little boy, like, saying that they were friends with benefits. And I was like, I didn't say anything at first because I'm like, she's not my kid, but she's like a little niece to me as well. And then, y'all, she said it again. Yeah, she said, we friends with benefits. Girl, when she said that the second time, y'all, I lost it. Y'all, I lost it. And I was like, stop saying that, girl, before I knew it. And I was like, do you even know what that means? And so me and her aunt explained to her what that means. And we were explaining to her that even though it may mean something innocent to you, Because we asked her, what do you think friends with benefits means? She thinks that when you say friends with benefits, it's like a boy that y'all be talking on the phone and y'all be texting and you go see him when she's a cheerleader. So when she goes to the game and she cheer, she see him. And then when he play football and she at the game, he see her. And that's what they deem as friends with benefits. And we had to tell her that's not what it meant. And I was telling her, like, don't say that. And I was like, if you would have said that, if your dad hears you saying that, he is going to flip his lid. It has a very negative connotation to it. And so anyway, we were later on that day, we were at the game, and y'all, this guy came up to me. First of all, his son, y'all, his little young son had to make him come up to me. That was number one. That was the first problem. The little son was like, Dad, go talk to her. So anyway, he came up to me or whatever. But the minute this man came up to me, he and me, because I was with the little young girls love hanging out with Mama Rock. They love hanging out with me. So I was with the girls. Y'all, the first thing this man tried to do was pull me away from the girls. And he was like, can you step away for a minute? And I'm like, no, like, you know, I'm Mama Bear. I'm not finna just walk off with you and leave them standing here or whatever. And he was just like, I mean, I was asking you if you could just walk off and we could have a conversation in private because, you know, it looked like your little people. Girl, he called them little people. Your little people look like they want to beat me up. So I basically just stood there because I was like, he didn't even know if those were my girls or not. He didn't know if they were my kids. And it just made me feel like, so the first thing you want to do, you don't even know me, is pull me away from my kids or whatever. So anyway, girl, he wasn't talking about nothing. He was smoking that cigar, talking about he only smoked once a year. Now I know judging by the circumference of that cigar, the cigar was about this round. The girth of it was about this round. And by the time it was about that much of the cigar left. Judging off the girth alone, I'm pretty sure that cigar probably started off as the size of a damn broomstick. And he had smoked that bitch all the way down to the size of a micro joint. He had smoked it down, and talking about, and he was like, are you having fun? I was like, no, it's too much smoke out here. Kind of just throwing a hint on a real nice, whatever. So I just throw a little hint, it's too much smoke out here. Oh, okay. But he didn't stop smoking. So, I was trying to cut the conversation short because I really can't take the smoke. So anyway, figuratively and literally. So anyway, girl, he was like, I won't smoke around you. I only smoke twice a year. I won't smoke around you. Yeah, you only smoke twice a year because, my nigga, the cigarettes and the cigars that you smoke is the size of a broomstick and the girth of a baseball bat. So it's gonna take you almost 6 months to smoke that bitch down. So yeah, you probably don't smoke but twice a year. You probably go put it out and relight it the next day. So anyway, girl, I told him, I said, well, no, I don't want you to stop being who you are. I want you to operate in authentically who you are and fully who you are. So you don't have to stop smoking for me. And so anyway, he's talking about, well, you know what? Have a nice day. And I start to say, shit, it's going to be the greatest day since you gone, but I didn't say that. So anyway, before he came up to me, the girls, they were like, go, he looking over here, go talk to him. And I had to teach them, like, you don't ever go to a man. You never go to a man. If a man is interested in you, I don't care how shy he is. I don't care what his drawback is or whatever his hesitations are. He's going to overcome that if he is genuinely interested in you. And if he does not, then don't worry about it. That means it's just going to be 10 more. But don't get into the practice and the habit of going to men. And I was just thinking to myself, like, where do these little girls learn this stuff? And I was like, they probably just learn it from their friends, but it's just so many things that they that they're just doing just out of innocence and just being unaware. But it's just like, you have to take those opportunities to correct them. Now, do you have to be as aggressive as I was? No. But I just wanted, I didn't mean to just like lose it on her, like snap like that. But I just don't want her out here saying stuff like that, or out here the minute a boy tells her to come here, she goes running over there, or like, you just have to teach them, you know, as they come up and as those opportunities present themselves, whatever. And then too, like with me, I be trying to be careful because I know like young, like teenagers and stuff, y'all, they be, girl, y'all, little young teenagers, I don't know why they love me, but girl, they be telling me all they business. And so it's just like, I try not to like judge them because I don't know if they see me like as the cool, I'm not gonna, well, I guess, I don't know, mom, I'm not a mom, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, maybe they just be like, she's so funny, she cool. Maybe they see me like that so they feel like they can talk to me. And because I know that, I try to not judge them, but I do be trying to like teach them to not do certain things. And just like, you know, even, you know, with like dressing, like I know you want to, you know, wear certain things and that's fine, but you know, you just have to carry yourself in a certain way or whatever. But girl, y'all, these kids are something else. And the little boys are even grown. These little like 20-year-old boys was on campus walking in a big old group. Girl, one of them gonna tell me, talking about, oh, I want you. I want you. Girl, y'all, he was 20. 20. What are you, baby, what you gonna do with me? 20 years old. I'm probably older than his daddy. This little boy was 20. His daddy might be 40. I'm older than his dad. All right, y'all, I had to wash my wig and redo the curls. Y'all, this is the wig we had on in Mexico. But anyway, so y'all want to hear a funny story? So y'all, when I was a little kid, I was just a little baby bombshell. My dad called and told my mom that he was going to come pick me up for either Thanksgiving or Christmas. And he did, actually. That was one of the few times that he showed up. So anyway, when we got to his mom's house, some lady was there. I don't know who this lady was to my dad. I have no idea. But she was sitting there and she was eating this peach cobbler, and every time she would take a bite, she would be like, and then, you know, she kept doing that. So I figured the peach cobbler had to be delicious. So I asked my dad, can I have some peach cobbler? So he was like, yeah. So he gets ready to get up to go get me some peach cobbler. Y'all, why that lady was like, she can have mines with a Z, girl, not mine. So anyway, the same peach cobbler she had been licking her chops over and licking them gold teeth over is the peach cobbler that she handed him to give to me. And to make matters worse, it was just the way that she was sitting up hovering over the peach cobbler and eating it. She had the bowl like this, and she was like hovered over it, and she would take a bite. And so anyway, instead of him with his big dumb self, instead of him saying, no, I'm gonna get her a fresh one, he gonna get the peach cobbler from her. She gonna hand it to him. She didn't say here, she said So she handed it to him or whatever, and he gonna hand it to me. So you already know I was not about to eat after that lady. I don't know that lady. Like, I had never seen this woman before or whatever, and so I just didn't eat it. And y'all, it was at that moment I knew she fucked up. Because after that, I just developed this thing about knowing. It made me like, I guess, so I don't even know how to explain this. I'm going to try to explain it the best way that I can. So from there, what I would do, anytime I would order food, I would always do stuff to make sure that the food hadn't just been sitting up or whatever. And so, like, if I was to order some food, I would be like, yes, may I order a Happy Meal, but on the bun, can you sprinkle salt on the left-hand side? I would always do stuff to ensure that the food was made specifically for me. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So I would just do these weird little things to make sure that it was ordered specifically for me, that nobody had been eating over it. And so, like, even when I would go to Chick-fil-A, I would just order my food a weird kind of way that guaranteed that they had to make the food fresh. And I was like, even when times where I've gone to my mom's house, I would call my mom and be like, hey, I'm on my way over there. And then when I would get to her house, she would have my plate already made for me. And y'all, I would literally flip my lid. I have this thing, like, if I can't see you making my plate, I just go back to that day of that lady and that peach cobbler. And so that's something that I still struggle with to this day, you know. And it's like, I don't eat after people and stuff. And it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody have something or whatever, and they be like, oh, you want some of this? I rarely say yes, because it just reminds me of when I was a little kid and I had to eat after that lady. I was just like, oh my God, it was the worst. And then after that, I would never, like, my dad would tell my mom, like, I'm coming to get her this weekend. And girl, I would not want to go. And then it wouldn't matter, girl, because he would halfway show up anyway. And so I got to the point I was like, oh my God, I hope he doesn't show up. I hope he doesn't show up or whatever. Because I just always wanted my own food. And it just always seemed like every single time, the rare times he showed up, the times when he did, I was always put in a weird food situation. Like, he used to be a police officer or whatever. So one time he took me to his job with him or whatever. And so all those HPD officers and stuff was in there. And I kept seeing everybody come back with like bags of chips and stuff from like the vending machine, Coke, and just different kind of stuff or whatever. So he asked me, did I want a sausage sandwich and some chips? And I'm like, yeah. And so I'm thinking he was going to go to the vending machine and give me a sausage sandwich and some chips. Mind you, girls, y'all, I was only like in the 2nd or 3rd grade. And so he was like, okay. So I sat in his office and I was waiting, you know, for him to come back with my food. So I was just like sitting there all excited, like, oh, I'm gonna have me something out the vending machine and, you know, that whole thing or whatever. Y'all, why he came back with an old homemade, mama made sausage sandwich that one of his co-workers made and wrapped up in some foil paper. And it's just like, then it wasn't even a whole bag of chips. It was some chips in a napkin. It wasn't no fresh chips. And it was just like, I just did not want it. And it was like, every single time, why do I always have to get the damn recycled food? And so, y'all, that opened the door to me and my little weird food quirks or whatever. But I just thought that I would tell that funny story about why I'm very persnippety when it comes to food and stuff like that. But I need to try to fix this hair. Now this side, look how pretty and bouncy this side looks. But now we just need to work on taming this side that's giving shotgun, girl. Not that there is anything wrong with that, but I just want it to be a little bit more sleek. And then I'm thinking after this, I can make some orange chicken for us, y'all. When I tell you, baby, when I tell you I have been enjoying myself hanging out with y'all, baby, I done went down to the thing, girl, on YouTube, and I done opened up a bombshell membership, girl. So I kept saying the membership is coming, the membership is coming. But in the YouTube, oh, that hurt. In the YouTube mentorship program, you know, that's kind of one of the actions that they put into place for us. And so it was to do a membership. And initially I was like, but what am I going to talk about in my membership? And then, you know, so they just give you different ideas. You can upload exclusive videos. You can do just all types of stuff. So I got the membership open and YouTube approved it. Y'all, I did not know that YouTube has to approve your membership. And so we're going to have 2 tiers. And if I'm not mistaken, the first tier is, I think, $4.99 a month. And I want to say the second tier is either $8.99 or $9.99. But in our membership, like in our lives, it's mostly just going to be me giving you guys exclusive YouTube tips about where I get my music and or how to get music and just stuff like that. And so if you want to join the membership, it should be open. Like I said, it's 2 tiers. I want to say we have the executive level and I want to say the CEO level. I'm gonna have to go back and check it. So yeah, we have that, and that's gonna be really, really fun. And then also with the membership, you'll have an opportunity to ask you know, just very specific questions, or, you know, have your questions answered in regards to YouTube and your career and interviewing and, you know, just stuff like that. That's a little, it's just going to be a little bit more close, or I guess it's just going to be me talking to a smaller group of people, or a very specific group of people who really want to grow on this platform and you want a lot of tips and stuff. Let me finish my hair and I'm gonna give you girls a call back.
We don't know what we're made of. The same thing we're afraid of might improve. We stay up all night, just lay up. Use half of this best up to make moves with, or all of it, of course. And there ain't no room in Paris. We can still fly.
Hey girls. All right, y'all. So we are getting ready to go pick up some wigs. And then after that, we are getting ready to go do some work. We're going to go to La Madeleine's. I'm going to get something to eat there and do some editing. But yeah, so I feel so pretty. Look at me, blushing or whatever. And y'all, my tooth, y'all look at this shit. Y'all, that sounds so fucking funny. My tooth is settled in because when I first got it put in, I was telling my doctor, I was like, it's so little. And at the time I didn't realize, like, my gums were swollen, my face was swollen. So I was worried, like, I was gonna have this tiny little tooth. Not only that, I also realized that I was putting it in wrong as well. So I was putting the flipper in wrong. And so it just takes a little while to get used to it. I still feel like I'm talking funny with it, but whatever. So here it is right here. Yeah, it's this one. So, oh, is it this one? Yeah, it's this one right here. But it's still, it just, you know, completes my smile or whatever. But today, now that all the swelling has gone down, also guys, the stitches have come out of my incision, which is perfectly normal. So that just means that I'm healing, you know, really fast, which is something that, you know, I've had doctors tell me, like, you heal fast. And it probably has a lot to do with my diet, my raw vegetable diet, and, you know, stuff like that or whatever. But yeah, girl, I just wanted to feel pretty today. So I have on this dress. I'm gonna show y'all, and I'm just really happy. I don't know if y'all remember this dress. It's from ASOS, y'all. This is literally just a very plain, simple dress. It is fitted to the T. I think I done gained a little weight from being in Mexico, but that's okay. So this is a super cute dress. It's kind of like a little bit of a fishtail on it. I just have on some flip-flops, and we're just gonna wear a plain purse. But anyway, girls, let me pack up my bag, my iPad and everything, and then I'll see y'all when I get in the car. All right, girls, y'all, guess what? I did a thing last night. I did something. And now what y'all think? Get y'all minds off the gutter. But anyway, y'all, I opened a YouTube membership for my bombshell. So we have an executive level and we have a MVP level. So and speaking of which, this is something I wanted to talk to y'all about, like when it comes to just talking on camera and stuff like that. Like when I first started my YouTube channel, you know, I was extremely happy and that type of thing. And, you know, when I switched over to lifestyle vlogging, one of the consensus, the thing that people would say was like, oh my God, you talk too much, you talk too much. And that would really, really bother me. And I would find myself feeling like really sad about that, because when I worked in corporate America, I always felt like my voice was not important. You know what I'm saying? And so I just found myself not contributing from a verbal stance, but, you know, just basically from an action stance, like putting policies and procedures into place. And the only time I would talk, you know, explicitly about those things is when asked. And I just felt, you know, like my, you know, a lot of times I felt stifled, because it was just kind of like, not that anyone said you talk too much, but I always felt like when I talked, nobody really cared, until I created some type of masterful action or procedure or process that didn't require talking. So anyway, then when I switched over to YouTube, people would say that, and I realized it's not that you talk too much, it's just that at the time people don't find what you have to say important. And so I would just find myself cutting my clips and editing this and editing that. And then I started getting a lot of messages like, you didn't finish what you were saying. Why didn't you tell us this? Why? And all of the things that people were saying were the things I would cut out, because I was feeling like I was talking too much. So I say all of that, and then, oh, let me add this before I go on to my next point. And then not only that, girl, months later or weeks later or a few vlogs later, guess what would happen? People would come back and they would be like, you remember that vlog where you talk, baby, you needs to close your door. People are always doing something. They would be like, remember that vlog where you taught us how to do X, Y, and Z? Can you give? And then it would be messages like that made me realize that no, you don't talk too much. It's just at the time people don't find what you have to say valuable until they are impacted, or until they go through a life situation where they need the information. So you know what I did? I stopped editing down things that were important. Because, you know, and then I started just blocking certain words and stuff, because it's like, this is my platform. You're not going to make me feel like a message that's providing value to thousands of people is me talking too much. And so I just stopped. I stopped paying attention to that, and I just continued to go. And you know what? People don't say that about me any longer. In fact, they ask me to talk more. And also I stopped editing me feeling like I was talking too much. I stopped editing those sessions, because I know that I have my challenges with being an introvert and having days upon days of not wanting to talk to anybody. Like, you know, I know we watch YouTube and it feels like, oh, your favorite creator is a little bit long-winded. I say all of that to say, stop letting people make you feel some type of way about your content. Post that shit. Stop feeling like your content is not good enough. Stop listening to people in the comment section. Don't clap back, because what I found out down to the YouTube meeting, girl, let's get into some juice real quick. Girl, y'all, so down to the YouTube meeting, girl, they was telling us that, like, sponsors and brands, y'all, they look at those, they kind of skim through your comment section, and they look at how you're handling your comments, and they also look at how the things that people are saying. And I did not know, like, companies and brands don't necessarily particularly like when you clapping back, and I did not know that. I found that out yesterday in a meeting. And so they were just saying what I always say to you guys: be diplomatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't necessarily say that I clap back. It's like, if I feel like a message is too spicy, I delete it. But if I feel like a message really it is important and I need to bring attention to something or provide clarity or correction on something, I will say something, but it's in a very professional way. Get on camera, do your thing. Don't be feeling like you talking too much. Don't be editing stuff down, because the one thing you end up editing down is going to be important, and the girls are going to be like, well, you didn't tell me this. Why you didn't say this? So just get on here. And if you like to talk, girl, just fucking talk. Don't let nobody stifle your voice. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody stop you from telling your story or stop you from providing something valuable to people. You know, block that out. If you want to block out talk too much, go to the advanced studio and YouTube and block that out. You know what I'm saying? Block out words like long-winded. Block that shit out. And then for the people who feel that way about you, it's over 5 million channels on YouTube. They can go watch somebody else. But I assure you, I guarantee you that in a few months, somebody gonna come back and be like, I tried to make them peanut butter cookies you was telling me about, but you didn't tell me this, or what was that blog again? Then again, when people need the information and they feel that it's going to be valuable, then all of a sudden you're not long-winded and you don't talk too much. But anyway, I'm done with that message. I think I've said enough. I'm done with that. I'm about to put something on these hands so it won't be feeling like sandpaper when I go down here to the when I go in here to get my packages. Girl, it's crowded today. I forgot that holiday season is coming up and the girls are down here shipping off packages. But anyway, y'all, so we're gonna go to La Madeleine's after this, and then I'm thinking, like, if we can catch Chick-fil-A on time when we leave here, y'all, I'm gonna get me a brownie and some ice cream when we leave La Madeleine's. But anyway, girls, let me not be long-winded. Let me give you guys a call back after I get my wigs and my shoes. All right, girls, we made it to La Madeleine's, y'all. I love La Madeleine's. My best friend called me early this morning wanting to come here, but I was not ready. But anyway, y'all, so I got the strawberry Romanov. I get this all the time with the sauce on the side, and then I got the Caesar salad sampler, or the salad sampler. But y'all know I'm not gonna be able to eat those croutons because they're way too hard. But yeah, girl, so I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna edit a video. I wanted to go live with you girls, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that because I also need to film a wig sponsorship. So maybe after like I do the wig sponsorship, I can go live. But anyway, let me eat this and get ready to kind of, you know, hunker down, as they say, and get ready to start editing, and then I'll give you guys a call back.
I'm looking for somebody I can call, boo. Looking for the only one who I can give my all to. Tell me if it's you. Tell me if it's you. Said you can be my teacher, I do homework. You can give me extra credit, baby, I do more work. You wanna do? I wanna get freaky. Tell me, baby, what must I say? What must I say? What must I do, baby? I wanna get freaky.
All right, y'all, I'm sorry, girls. I hope y'all can see me. Y'all, girls, we had to leave because it's raining, and I kind of wanted to get home and get a little bit comfortable. I love this dress I have on. I feel so pretty with this, but I really need to get home and get comfortable because I got to get this B-roll for the homecoming portion of the vlog edited. But anyway, y'all, girls, I'm so proud of y'all. Like, baby, y'all are showing up and showing out on YouTube. I love it. Like, I think for me, I had really kind of gotten away from YouTube, if I could be very honest, and it wasn't intentional. It was just that I was really enjoying being, kind of being on TikTok, but I started to realize that I was consuming more content than I was creating. But I think what I enjoyed a lot about TikTok was like seeing people that I had been watching for a few years, like since, the pandemic, just seeing them evolve, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like seeing growth. And then too, there were certain conversations that were going on on TikTok that were very intellectually stimulating, and it was like I enjoyed that. I love, just very stimulating adult, not adult in the sense of sexual, but adult in the sense of just like evolved intellect when it comes to conversations. And I really started to enjoy TikTok for that, because I wasn't always able to find that on YouTube. And so that's one of the reasons why I kind of got sucked in. But at some point I realized like I had to come back, like I had to kind of chill on TikTok and come back to, I felt a sense of community is what I'm trying to say. And like, because I wasn't spending time on YouTube, I was over down to the TikTok, I wasn't motivated because I wasn't watching, my girls, I wasn't watching the blogs and, doing all the stuff that I had gotten used to doing. Y'all ever heard that saying, where your head is where you're headed? And it is so true. And if your head is in the game and you're motivated by people on YouTube, you're going, and you are a YouTuber, content creator / influencer, or all of the above. Well, if that's where you are, that's where your head is going to be. But for me, being a YouTuber on TikTok, although I was being intellectually stimulated, I wasn't focused on where I'm supposed to be. And it feels like since I've been focusing on where I'm supposed to be, things are going exceptionally well. It's just crazy because I don't know if I told y'all this, but I just remember one night I just prayed and I was asking God to give me the fortitude and the wherewithal that I had when I first started YouTube, because I had lost that. I had lost, the drive and stuff that I've always had. Now, I'm not saying YouTube is a formula or anything like that, but I just never really realized that all you have to do is show up. What I've learned about YouTube, and again, I'm not trying to sit up here and be like, I'm YouTube's favorite, they love me. If the AdSense is not there, and advertisers are not paying as much on one video as they do on the other, even on those videos where I don't make as much, I still end up getting a lot of subscribers. And on the videos where I might not get a lot of subscribers, my AdSense might be higher. And where the AdSense might or might not be higher, I get a lot of views. And so I just be feeling like YouTube, some kind of way, they're always going to make it worth my while. But they've been making it worth my while 10 times over because I've just been showing up. And it's crazy, like the revenue, like my AdSense and revenue. And y'all, like, it be some days you be looking at your AdSense and you be like, damn, I spent all this time editing this video and I didn't get that many views and da-da-da-da. But girl, if you keep doing it, you keep going hard, those dollars will add up. I've been saying this in every single vlog, like the last 3 or 4 vlogs. Number one, baby, you do not have to have no fancy editing. So all you have to do is just trim out the things that you don't deem as relevant in your content. Oh shit, not the gate hitting my car. I'm fucking dead. So I need to see, girl, y'all, I'm not even in the mood for it. Let me tell you this, and this is probably one of the most important things I'll ever tell you guys. If you guys create, you create content, a blog, or even if it's a sit down video and you go back and you look at the video, y'all, if you have that little voice in your head, if something tells you to take something out of your video, guys, please listen to that voice, please. Because even though you might not mean to offend people, you might not be meaning to say anything that is hurtful or ugly or whatever, and you know, it's not your intentions, guys. You have to understand, y'all gonna have thousands of people viewing y'all content, and interpretation and like people's perception is everything, and they may perceive what you're saying in a way that they perceive it. You might not think you're saying anything hurtful, so just listen to that little voice. That's one thing that I'm grateful for. I always listen to that little voice when I'm going back and I'm editing, and something will be like, girl, don't put that in there. You know, like, yeah, I know you don't mean anything by it, but you have to understand somebody's gonna feel a way if you put that in there. And I listen to that voice and I delete that shit. And when I tell you, it has kept me out of a world of trouble and conversations and fucking think pieces. So y'all just take heed to that little voice that tells you, girl, don't put that in your content. Remember when Ayamala told Evelyn, she said, Evelyn, you in trouble, girl. That voice is gonna tell you that, but you better listen to it. Because the last thing you want to do is to have a damn dog pile, be a part of a dog pile with people making all these different conversations and shit about something that you said, and you know you didn't mean it that way. But anyway, y'all, let me see if this damn gate damaged my car, and then I'm gonna call y'all back when I get in the house. Hey girls, y'all, I'm over here working. Y'all, look at me. Oh my god, y'all know anytime I come on camera smiling like this is because I feel pretty. Y'all, look at this gorgeous wig. Y'all look at my wig, girl. I don't even know how to act. Y'all, Allie Pearl sent me this wig. Y'all know I be loving the long hair. But anyway, girl, this is a gorgeous 18-inch wig. It's so cute. And I have to take it off because I have to do another wig review, but I wanted to come on and show y'all. And girl, y'all, I be getting so glamorous for my wig reviews and stuff. It's just something that I do enjoy, getting like super pretty when it's time to do, you know, my little not little, but do my sponsorships and stuff. And I feel so cute. Y'all, the wig even came with baby hair on it, girl. So I love it. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna keep this one. I think I'm gonna keep this wig. The only thing is, like, because of the texture, I think this is like a body wave texture. Because of the texture of the hair, I would have to like only wear this in Houston when it's like, you know, when it's not humid, because I feel like I would constantly be fighting with the unit to hold curls and stuff. But y'all, I feel so pretty. But anyway, girl, I am hungry. Y'all, look at me. Look at me looking like a CEO or a CFO of a Fortune 500 company. Look at me representing Rochelle Chanel Consulting. Yes, guys, you can book a meeting with me. We are located on the 21st floor on Madison Avenue in New York. That's where our headquarters are located. Or better yet, our headquarters are located in the illustrious River Oaks in Houston, Texas. So you guys can come over and see me. I am located on the 21st floor. Anyway, y'all, I feel like a broadcaster on a major network. Yes, guys, welcome to CNN. I am Rochelle, and I will be giving you your nightly report. Yes, I love it. But anyway, okay, y'all. Okay, I'm too excited. Guys, let me change clothes and change the battery so we can go on to the next video, and then I think we're gonna go get something to eat after that. All right, y'all, this is the look. So we are done with our wig review today, but y'all know what song I was over here thinking about. Y'all, what was y'all favorite song? I don't remember what year, but it was Pretty Ricky, y'all. Back in the day, my favorite song was, let me play it for y'all. Wait a minute, wait a minute. In the morning, I've been talking dirty to you. Hey, no one alone. Ooh, baby, you could not tell me. Y'all, that was my song. Do you hear me? When I was on MySpace back in the day, y'all, that was my jam. I love that song. But anyway, girls, I got carried away over here. But this is the hair. It's so pretty, so fluffy. But I already have 1,000 wigs that look like this. We're not gonna tell beauty forever. But girl, I got 1,000 wigs that look like this already. So y'all already know what's gonna happen. Yes, I will be selling this. I will be selling this gorgeous unit. In fact, I need to take it off. It is so pretty. I hate to sell it, but it's just no point in having like the same, the same unit or whatever. But I'm not gonna lie, baby, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, Beauty Forever show, they did their thing on that hairline, didn't they? So pretty. But anyway, let me take this unit off and put on the one that I'm going to be wearing today, and because we need to go take care of some things or whatever. So anyway, when I come back, I'll be dressed and we'll be headed out of the door. Hey girls, y'all, so we're getting ready to vote. The only thing I hate about voting is like, girl, it be so many freaking people outside of the community center or wherever. Y'all, they be having so many signs. Vote no to Prop V. Vote yes to this. Vote no to that. And you just be like, girl, all of these things that you've never, baby, you best to slow down. I know you trying to get in here. And anyway, okay, I said I was going to be acting nice today. But anyway, so yeah, girl, it's all these people out here. I'm trying not to show anyone because, but anyway, telling you who to vote for and stuff, and it's just kind of like, girl, anyway, oh, it's finna be, not me getting a good spot, not the big jalopy thinking they was gonna bulldoze me, and I ended up getting me a good spot. Hey, okay, girls, let me go in here and vote, and then I'm gonna give you girls a call back when I'm done. All right, girls, we voted. All right, so now we just have to wait. I'm gonna be honest, girl, at first I got nervous because they were like, this is gonna be a paper ballot, and I was like, what? So I was I'm not gonna lie, I was a little irritated because I was like, a paper ballot. So anyway, what ended up happening was they basically you put a paper in the machine then it basically, after you vote, it processes your vote, it prints everything out, and then you walk to another machine. Somebody else that works at this place, they insert that ballot, and then there's a confirmation on the screen. And so your vote does register, because at first I was like, okay, now, see, we know what happened 4 years ago. But anyway, they made it pretty easy for us to get everything done. Now, as far as any like parties and that type of thing, I don't think I'm gonna attend anything like that because, oh no, girl, we still live in Texas, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell y'all what I was proud about, baby. When I tell you, it was so many women that were on the ballot, that were running for judge, and just all types of stuff. That made me really, really proud. Oh, girl, it be the wig chronicles for me, y'all. I be having to keep a pair of scissors in my car because, the wig, it be looking good, but girl, sometimes this lace will play with you. So I've done my part because, from time to time, I likes to complain about stuff from time to time. Y'all know that. And if you don't vote, you cannot complain. And now, after I get this lace together, I want to go get me some yummy, delicious food. Y'all know what? I was just sitting up here thinking, girl, one thing about me, I don't give a darn who looking, who watching. Baby, if something is off, I'ma fix it. That's one. I think that's something that you've developed as you get older. You know, even vlogging in public. I'm a vlog in public, baby, and I don't care who looking, and I don't care who have what to say. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh, okay, girl. Yeah, I be keeping me some soft hold hairspray. This is not the best hairspray, but it gets the job done when your lace is trying to, you know, act up on you. All right. I'm probably going to get something else. Okay, but that does the job. You know, it works better than water. This is my first day wearing this wig since it's been washed. And so sometimes the lace will kind of, you know, act a little bit, it'll be a little bit stubborn, but that's okay, baby. Y'all know Mama Rock is gonna get that lace together, if nothing else. Okay, girls. All right, so now I need to decide what I want to eat. Do I want some pizza? Do I want a sandwich? I don't know. I need to go to Trader Joe's and just get a few little things, and then I'm gonna head back home because I got some work I need to get done. But let's get the phone turned on first. Y'all, lately I've been so hungry. It's like I cannot stop eating, and it's been fun. It has. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't have many days like this, but when I do, I try to embrace it. It's been so fun eating all of this yummy, delicious food. Like, I know today I want me some chocolate cake. So yeah, but anyway, girls, y'all, let me try to figure out what my next move is, and then I'll give you girls a call back. Y'all, this weather in Houston is so bad. It has been raining cats and dogs all day. I've been stuck in the house all day, and I've been asleep all day. All right, girls, I'm trying to find me something to watch. But anyway, girls, so y'all know Young Thug got out of jail. And he's dating this girl. She's an artist, Mariah the Scientist. Well, Mariah the Scientist was on tour with Lotto. So anyway, girl, Mariah the Scientist has apparently canceled either her show, a few shows, or either her shows overall performing with Lotto, because she and Young Thug are dating, and I guess she wants to spend time with him. Now, I don't know if she canceled the entire portion of her tour or what, but girl, they chewing her up so bad down to the internet, because they're saying, why would you leave money to go lay up under a man? Now, there are some women that were saying like, oh, I would do the same thing. And of course, I'm kind of like, if that was your husband, maybe, I don't know. For me personally, I don't know. What y'all think? Because if that was my husband, but then, yeah, but it would only be one show. It wouldn't be, I wouldn't cancel multiple shows. But I don't know. I'm going to be honest, y'all. Let me just be honest. My initial thought when I saw that was like, that was a bad idea. And it's only because you've already committed to something. You've already committed to this show. You know what I'm saying? And people pay their money to see you. And I don't know. I honestly, y'all, I'm trying to tread. Y'all know how I do. I be trying to tread lightly, but I'm not going to tread lightly on this one. I would say 0 out of 10. I don't recommend. Because what it looks like is that she was just on tour just to occupy her time and get some money or whatever. And the minute he came home, she dropped everything. And so it doesn't build trust with your audience, and people are disappointed because obviously they paid money to see you. You know, even though she's on tour with Lotto, people probably paid money to specifically see her, you know. But girl, whatever. I ain't gonna lie, I don't think that's something I would do, just because sometimes, you know, like, you got Young Thug, he's a rapper. This guy probably has multiple women. She's probably just the woman that the world knows about. He got out. He pled guilty, but he has 15 years probation. And I'm kind of like, yikes, you know, 15 years probation, that's a little bit of a trap as well. Because you can, unfortunately, you can't mess up in 15 years. But anyway, let me get off that subject, because I you know, I don't want to say the wrong thing. But yes, girls, I am making me some noodles, like these Alfredo noodles. I'm gonna make that, and I'm gonna find me something to watch. It's been raining so much yesterday and today. It's been really, really bad. I'm glad I got out and voted. I'm hoping that you girls had an opportunity to vote as well. I was talking to my best friend, and she was telling me that the ballot, like giving them the paper and stuff like that, was the same thing. But the last time I voted, it wasn't like that. But y'all already know, you know, they probably had to change it up because of what happened in the very last election. So yeah, but I think I'm about to watch this documentary on Peacock, girl. It's called, what's the name of this documentary? Hold on. Family Secret, The Disappearance of Alyssa. But y'all, I watched this other documentary. Ooh, girl, it was so good. It was called Anatomy of Lies. When I tell you it was good, it was about this lady who basically made up all of these stories. She lied about every story that she wrote for Grey's Anatomy. What she was doing was taking other people's trauma and then using that, writing about that. And then, so some of the episodes, if you guys are big Grey's Anatomy fans, some of the episodes that she wrote about that, about those things, are true stories. She lied about having cancer, girl. And all of those years walking around having people think that she had cancer and was having surgery, and girl just made up this whole elaborate lie. I have no idea what happened to her, because she basically just left Grey's Anatomy. And this happened years and years ago, but the documentary about it is so good. Y'all need to check it out. It's on Peacock. But anyway, girls, let me make my pasta, and I'm gonna start watching this Family Secret documentary, and then I'll come back and check in with y'all. Y'all, so I just finished curling my hair. I think if you're gonna wear like the curly textured wigs, everybody needs a tiny little curling one like this. Like, I know I have to go run some errands in the morning. I have to drop off a wig for one of my bombshells and do some other stuff. But it's supposed to be raining tomorrow. So I was like, you know, if I'm going to wear this wig, I might as well, you know, just try to put some curls in it to regain the shape. That way, even if the curls fall because of the weather, the hair will still be really, really pretty. So yeah, but this is what I wanted to talk to you girls about. Like every video, I try to give you guys some tips or whatever, like YouTube tips or just life tips. One of the things that I have been avoiding is using credit cards. And so I have, you know, 2 major credit cards. And I have not used the cards in years. And I got to the point where I was scared to not use them, because I was feeling like, damn, y'all, I have not used those cards since 2019. And they were just kind of sitting there or whatever. And so I was like, I knew I didn't want to go crazy or shop or anything like that. So what I decided to do was just put my bills on the cards. And so instead of me just having like my light bill due this day, this bill due this day, like my bills were due so many different random days, put everything on the major credit cards and So that way I just pay one credit card or 2 credit card bills a month and knock everything out at once. When I tell you, it has made such a big difference in my credit. It's made a big difference in my credit score. It really has. And also it's put me in a position where, I have more liquid assets available, liquid funds available to me. Now, because I am a saver, I do like to see my money accumulating in my savings account. You guys probably noticed that about me. I don't really spend a lot because I think after losing everything in the fire and stuff like that, and then also living in a much smaller space, I don't have room for like a lot of stuff anyway. And again, just kind of going back to the fire, once you lose everything, things are just not as important to you anymore. And it's not like it's just not a lot of things that I want. I'll replenish the things that I need, but anyway, I don't want to get off track. I think that's one of the smartest decisions I've made this year is putting everything on those credit cards. It has made a huge difference. And so I think that's just the advice that I would like to give. And that really does work. Being a content creator, even though we get paid, sometimes your payments are all over the place. Like, a lot of the companies I work with, sometimes they will pay in 24 to 48 hours, but sometimes they don't. A lot of companies that I work with, they're out of China, and, they had a big holiday at the beginning of October. So even though you were expecting money to come in, it didn't come in because they were on holiday. And so when you put all your bills on a credit card and just take care of everything like that, you're not as concerned, about cash flow because eventually the money is going to come. And so that's just a little tip that I want to give to all of my girlies that are really manifesting doing this, doing content creating full time. You're going to have to really, really be disciplined, financially disciplined. I mean, you really are, because like I was saying, sometimes you get paid in 24 to 48 hours, like with the wigs. Other companies, they could take 90 days to pay you, which is way too long. But if it's a great opportunity, then, why not? Other companies, they could pay net 30, net 45 or whatever. And while you can attempt to negotiate the payment terms and even the payment amount, that may or may not always work. And so I just think like coming into content creation is just good to develop the muscle of saving and being disciplined, because there are going to be some slow seasons. Everything is not always going to be popping in. With those slow seasons, you may have to rely a little bit more on your savings, or during those slow seasons, maybe you can pick up, an extra job, or if you know what seasons are going to be slow, instead of picking up an extra job or, doing DoorDash or anything like that, those will be the seasons where you go extra hard on your content. For me, the seasons that I've noticed are really, really slow are June. I'm going to say from June until, I'm going to go as far as and say June until September for me. Those months were really, really slow for me. And so if you know that those slow months are going to come, that's when you just want to really, really, really pump the content out. Sometimes with the YouTube AdSense, that can really be unpredictable. You don't know what videos are going to do really, really well. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I've had videos that have only gotten 4,000 views, but those are the videos that's made the most money because the AdSense or the revenue is higher. And so it's like you can try to figure out like, damn, what did I do in this video that was different from any other videos? You know, some of the videos that I've noticed where I talk about finances and I talk about YouTube tips, those videos do exceptionally well financially. So you just got to figure everything out. I just wanted to share that little tidbit with you girls. Now, there may be some people that don't agree with putting all of your bills on a credit card and just paying everything at once. That's fine. You have to do what works for you, but it really does take a lot of discipline to do that. And it does take a lot of discipline in the content creating world as far as your money is concerned, because even if you make, we'll just say $10,000 a month, your $10,000 a month is not the same as someone who works a 9 to 5. Their $10,000 a month is, you know, your $10,000 a month can be literally all over the place. And so I just want to prepare you girls, because I know that it's not a matter of if, it is a matter of when. So we're going to speak it into existence when you guys become full-time content creators. Save this part of the video about, you know, trying to hold on to your liquid assets and revenue and resources. So when those rainy days come, or when those slow seasons come, you will be prepared.